I'm here right now with NuckleDu right after his victory here at the Street Fighter V Invitational at PAX, at the PAX Arena. NuckleDu, you kind of just went through pretty handily here. Let's start off. I know yesterday ran into Marn, missed this, but he was very upset that you quote unquote bodied him with his own character, Mika. How did that end up happening? I mean, was that sort of a strategy? How do you feel about Mika? How do you feel about that fight?
Well, at NCR, Marn beat me pretty bad with Mika, and it was pretty frustrating because he put me in a coin flip, 50-50 situations every time. So I'm like, okay, let me use this character, and if I ever run to Marn again, I'm gonna use her against him just to see how he likes it. So I picked her up, and then I had the opportunity to play him, and then it was just so satisfying to see him so hopeless, because Marn's like a troll, so it's funny to see him like that.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I remember seeing all the wonderful GIFs that came out from NCR where he was beating you and just going crazy. So I mean, how do you feel about Mika? I mean, again, talking to Marn after that event, he felt like Mika was pretty broken. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Mika is definitely a really cheap character. I'll never downplay characters. Mika's one of the dumbest characters ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. What was the decision to switch to Nash in the finals against Ricky?
Well, I knew when I first pulled on Mika it would work because I rarely pulled her out in tournaments, so I didn't think Ricky would be prepared. But yeah, the second set was when Ricky played more solid, so I just stayed with my main character, and then it worked out perfectly.
I mean, I know you kind of got this question on stage, but with Guile coming out, is there a chance that we're going to see you switch back to Guile?
I'm for sure still going to play Nash and Mika because they're really solid characters, but Guile I'm probably going to pick up as well.
Any early impressions?
He looks pretty good. He looks like a really strong character, so I'm excited.
No, I mean, you kind of are newer compared to some of these guys that have been around for a super long time, and I know that you're still kind of getting into the whole scene. What are your thoughts on sort of the changes that we've seen from last year to this year and where you're at now?
Well, the FGC, Capcom's trying to bring eSports in, and more eSports team is getting involved in FGC. Like Team Secret just picked someone up. It's just really awesome to see the scene grow. I may have not been in old school and to see it grow all the way, but I'm just glad to see little growth. And yeah, a lot have changed. Red Bull, Monsters involved. It's just all great.
With your victory here, where do you see yourself headed among all the big names here?
Hopefully I could just keep up with all the big guys because there was a lot of good players at this tournament, and I thought I was going to lose in group stages, honestly. So hopefully I keep doing well.
And just because I'm kind of curious, I mean, obviously I'm still getting in Street Fighter myself. I'd love to know, sort of as the final question, what's your whole deal? How'd you get into Street Fighter? What's your backstory? Like, how did you end up, becoming a part of this whole thing?
Well, my uncle got me introduced to this because I hated fighting games. I still don't like fighting games. And I just hate the fact that you can only go up, down, left, and right. So my uncle forced me to play with them. And I don't really like to lose. So I eventually got my own console. And then I trained to beat him. And then now he took me to my first tournament. And then I won that. And then I got a lot of media exposure. And then here we are.
So you still hate fighting games, but you just won a fighting game tournament. That seems at odds in my mind.
I'm a fraudulent gamer. I'm honestly not a gamer. Like at home, I just bum it out with my dogs.
All right.
So yeah.
So are there other games that you're also really good at?
No, this is the only game I play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you only play this game, but I mean, you said you don't like fighting games because of sort of the limitations of the movement and all that. Are there games that you do like because they have more movement?
I did like SOCOM Confrontation. It's a really old game, but that the servers closed down a long time ago. So yeah, I don't really play anything.
This whole conversation is absolutely fascinating to me. You're like, I'm not a gamer. I don't really like video games. I don't like fighting games. I just won this whole thing. I guess it's just happening. That just sums you up, I guess?
Yeah, pretty much. That's me.
Very good. Is there anything that you would like to say to any of your fans out there?
Thank you for everyone for the kind words they've been giving me recently. I really appreciate the support. Shout out to Team Liquid for always supporting me. And thank you very much to all of our sponsors.
Well, thank you for the interview. Really appreciate it. This has been fascinating to me. Congratulations on the win. Yeah. For everyone else, this is Yahoo eSports.